This story happened to me when I was still single, and it's burned into my memory. What I experienced that night has no explanation. It happened around 20 years ago. It was a weekend night, and like most young people back then, we were out drinking, partying, trying to meet new people, maybe flirt a little. I was at a bar with my friends Mike and Jason. We were sitting at a table, having a few drinks, chatting, watching the girls, trying to find someone interesting. There were a few cute girls at another table, but none of us were really into them. Mike liked one of them, but approaching a group alone would have been awkward. Time passed and nothing exciting happened, until she walked in. A stunning young woman in her early 20s stepped into the bar, alone. Every guy turned to look. She walked past our table, made eye contact with me, bit her lower lip, and smiled just a little. Then she turned and walked to the bar, but not before glancing back and running her hand through her hair. She sat at the bar, ordered a beer, and every now and then looked in my direction, fixing her hair. My friends nudged me, "Go talk to her, man. She's totally into you." I hesitated at first, thinking it couldn't be me she was checking out. But then some random guy tried hitting on her, and she shut him down instantly. She looked back at me and smiled. That was it. I got up and walked over to her. I introduced myself and asked if I could sit next to her. She smiled kindly and said, "Of course." She told me her name, Caroline, but said I could call her Carol. I've dated many women and I forget most of their names, but I never forgot hers. We talked, laughed, and drank. She was charming, sweet, and had this energy that just drew you in. It felt like the rest of the bar didn't exist, just the two of us. Eventually, I offered to give her a ride home and she agreed. My friends gave me that look of envy as we left. At the car, I opened the door for her. We paused. Our eyes locked and we kissed. It sent a chill down my spine, a strange, cold feeling. But I ignored it. She gave me her address and we drove off. The address she gave me was in a quiet, old neighborhood near the city cemetery. The streets were narrow, the lights were dim. Everything looked abandoned. When we arrived at her house, a small, old, humble home, I walked her to the gate. We kissed again. I asked if she'd invite me in. She smiled and said, "Not tonight. My parents wouldn't like that." We made plans to meet the next day for ice cream at the park. The next day, I couldn't wait to see her again. I drove to the address she'd given me and knocked on the door. An older lady answered. I asked for Carol. She looked confused. "I'm sorry, sir. Carol? The only Caroline I know was my grandmother. She passed away many years ago." I froze. My heart dropped. "I was here last night with a young woman," I said. "She told me her name was Caroline. She walked through this door." The woman looked even more puzzled. "That's impossible. Only my husband and I live here. Our daughters moved out years ago." She invited me in and showed me an old photo album. And there she was. A black and white photo of her grandmother, Carol. The same face, the same eyes, the same smile. I could barely speak. "But I was with her last night," the woman gently said. "She died in this house many years ago." I left that house speechless. No one believed me, not even my friends. They thought I made it all up. But believe me or not, I lived it. And I'll never forget her face.